President Trump has once again turned the White House into a stage for medical advice. This week, he told pregnant women not to take Tylenol, the common pain reliever whose active ingredient is acetaminophen, claiming it could be linked to autism. His exact words, "I think you shouldn't take it, and you shouldn't take it during the entire pregnancy. Ideally, you don't take it at all, but if you can tough it out, then you're going to end up doing it."
President Trump making a major health announcement today, claiming the use of Tylenol during pregnancy may link to autism.
Don't take Tylenol. Don't take it if you just can't. I mean, it's fight like hell not to take it. There may be a point where you have to, and that you have to work out with yourself. So don't take Tylenol.
For decades, doctors have recommended Tylenol as the safest way to treat fever during pregnancy because untreated fevers can pose real risks to both mother and baby. Still, Trump pushed forward, suggesting that women who don't tough it out might be to blame if their child develops autism. This message comes at a moment when the administration is already pressing deep into family and reproductive policy. Trump aides are redirecting federal funds, once used for birth control programs for low-income women, toward efforts to encourage more childbirth. At the same time, Republicans in several states are pushing natural fertility approaches and wider cultural efforts to reshape family life.
And Dr. Shoshana Ungerleider joins us now. She is a board-certified internal medicine physician, also host of the TED podcast. Very strong words there from President Trump. What does the totality of research out there tell us about Tylenol and autism?
Nancy, here's what we know. Decades of research show that Tylenol, also called acetaminophen, has not been found to cause autism. The strongest studies we have, including sibling comparisons, find no causal connection. A few observational studies raised questions, but when the best data control for things like genetics and family factors, any association there disappeared. So in other words, the science does not support this claim. And what's far riskier is leaving a fever untreated during pregnancy, which can harm both mom and baby. So Tylenol remains the safest option we have in those situations.
So what would you say to pregnant women who might be worried or confused about taking Tylenol and they go, what do I do now?
Yeah. So first, I would say to concerned parents or parents-to-be, you are not going to cause your child to have autism by taking Tylenol. You deserve science-based guidance and not fear-mongering. Autism is complex. No single medication explains it or fixes it. I think what matters most is making sure that children and families get the right support. So I would say to pregnant people, I would follow the advice of your doctor.
The fallout is immediate. Women across the country are left confused about whether to trust medical guidance or presidential advice. Lawmakers are responding quickly. In Congress, Representative Haley Stevens announced plans to file articles of impeachment against Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., saying he elevated pseudoscience by allowing this guidance to stand. In Michigan, State Senator Mallory McMorrow framed it as part of a broader trad wife cultural push, embedding traditionalist ideals into federal policy. Meanwhile, Obama, speaking in London, condemned Trump's comments as violence against the truth, warning that they endanger pregnant women's health. Lest we forget that Big Pharma's business model is simple. Our sickness fuels their profits. That's what hangs in the backdrop here. Every prescription, every pill, every long-term treatment is revenue. We need to remember that the system is built to monetize our lives. So when we hear medical guidance or reach for drugs as treatment, we should also weigh who benefits and why. The fact that the Trump administration is coming out so aggressively against Tylenol raises a lot of questions. It begs to question if there is a conflict of interest here. Let me know your thoughts.